Kev, time to move on to the WTF clip of the week. What do you got in store for us, bud?
Well, you know, I wrote a post about Paul Krugman, and some people came to his defense, and I thought to myself, and they were saying, why are you picking on poor old Paul? Because you know me, I love that meme with him on Gilligan's Island where he burns down everything, and he asks Gilligan, says, why did you do that? And Paul says, so you can rebuild it. And I just love that meme, and people were like giving me a hard time, and I said, well, I found Paul, his lack of acknowledging that the broken window fallacy kind of bothers me about him, and that's one of my big pushbacks. And so I went and found the video. I was trying to basically defend my cheap shot that I took for good old Paul, and I found the video that you talked about and you've reminded me numerous times.
But I wanted you to jam it with the Attack from Mars video, but you went with another route.
Yeah, but then the real thing was, while I was looking up for this video, I was trying to find Paul Krugman event things, and I realized that Paul Krugman appeared in a movie. So, you know, I could take all the cheap shots that I want. He actually appeared in a really cool movie.
All right.
And you know which one?
Tell me.
Get Him to the Greek, which is one of the, you know, I was watching it and I was like making this video, and it's actually one of the greatest, funniest movies around. And I think I picked my favorite scene from it. It's the Jeffrey scene. And for those who will remember, they'll instantly kind of smile. But without further ado, here's Paul Krugman getting him to the Greek.
But even if you were, wouldn't John Maynard Keynes say that if you could employ people to dig a ditch and then fill it up again, that's fine. They're being productively employed. They pay taxes. So maybe Boston's big dig was just fine after all.
Think about World War II, right? That was actually negative social product spending, and yet it brought us out. I mean, partly because you want to put these things together. If we say, look, we could use some inflation. Ken and I are both saying that, which is, of course, anathema to a lot of people in Washington, but is in fact what the basic logic says. It's very hard to get inflation in a depressed economy.
Are you Paul Krugman?
Yeah.
My dad loves your shit.
Oh, thank you. But if you had a program of government spending plus an expansionary policy by the Fed, you could get that. So if you think about using all of these things together, you could accomplish, you know, a great deal. I mean, if we discovered that you know, space aliens were planning to attack, and we needed a massive buildup to counter the space alien threat.
Here you go, mate. That'll take the edge off. Yeah, I'll give him that. Make yourself useful. Here you go. All right. What is this? It's called a Jeffrey, Aaron. Bit of this, bit of that.
And really, inflation and budget deficits took secondary place to that. This slump would be over in 18 months.
Hey, what's in this? My heart's starting to beat really fast.
It's, weed, mostly. Sergio gave it to me. It's got a bit of opium in it.
Some heroin, crunched up E's, Clorox, methadone, Subutex, morphine, peyote, some other stuff that's unidentifiable, and I think a little bit of angel dust, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
You know, bit glue.
Keep it traditional.
Yeah.
It's like a drug Neapolitan.
And then if we discovered, whoops, we made a mistake. There aren't actually any space
So we need
aliens.
Orson Welles, is what you're saying.
No, there was a Twilight Zone episode like this in which scientists fake an alien threat in order to achieve world peace. Well, this time we don't need it. We need it in order to get some fiscal stimulus.
Why the fuck is it called a Jeffrey?
Because who could be scared of a Jeffrey?
Yeah, Jeffrey's just this nice bloke from down the road, isn't he?
What's wrong with you?
Hello, I'm Jeffrey. I've just moved in. Yes, I'm Jeffrey. Jeffrey. My wife has got varicose veins.
I'm having a heart attack. I'm having a heart attack.
You're not having an heart attack, Aaron.
I think he might be having a heart attack.
He's not. He's just breathe deeply.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah, that won't last, no. That's the joy of the Jeffrey, you see. It goes away, but then it comes back. Ah!
Danny, it doesn't do that. It's gonna be okay. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to me. Here, put your hand here. Just touch the furry wall. Stay with me. Be calm. Be calm. Just stroke the furry wall. With the furry wall. With the furry wall now. My mum.
Y'all need to take a hit of this Jeffrey. It'll calm you down.
Hey, shouldn't somebody stop this?
Feel how good this feels? I'm gonna cover the whole outside of my house in this material. Come back here. My house is gonna look like a fucking werewolf.
Keep stroking the wall!
keep stroking the wall! That's Jeffrey's gun.
Somebody help me, please!
This is so rock star.
I'm having a heart attack! Somebody take me to the hospital! It's on North Casino Way!
Calm down.
I'm having a heart attack!
You're not having a heart attack, are you? Oh, Jesus. Why can't everything be this simple?
Stroke the furry wall. Stroke the furry wall. I had to take. Is that P Diddy? I'm not very good at the rappers. I think it's P Diddy. Is it P Diddy? Oh, you're terrible too. You don't.
I'm terrible. But
you probably haven't even watched it. I think it's P Diddy. Actually, Lena, get on.
Do you know who that was?
I think it's P Diddy.
Yeah, we got to look this up.
I don't know either.
It's not Kanye West, is it?
Get him to the Greek. Let's just see.
No.
I think that's P Diddy. Let's just check before I go and make a fool of myself and say something about who's in this. They like the rappers I have trouble with
because you're old. That's why. Because you're old.
I don't really like the music, so I kind of. Oh my God, Pink's in this too. I can't even find. Like I'm looking through this. Billy Bush is in this. God, there's a lot of crazy people in this. Russell Brown, anyways, I don't know. Anyways, whoever it was, let's assume it's Pete.
Lena, jump on afterwards and tell us in the after hours who
I'm
it
looking
was.
for it right now.
Okay, so Pete
have a look while we...
when he's saying like I'm gonna take my whole house and I'm gonna cover my house in this, like I was laughing so hard. And then the next line that he has, I had to pull, but it's pretty funny. Go watch the whole thing on your own if you want a good laugh. Anyways, so
okay. That was good. You know what?
Yeah.
You never go full Krugman.
Yeah, Patrick, you're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to say that, Patrick. God,
all right.
Patrick, you're the
all
worst.
right. Let's move on. Let's move on. We're not going to say anything else. All right, here we go.
Leave it. Okay.
All right, we're leaving it. Here we go.